was quick.
All right. Good morning, sir.
Morning. How's it going?
Oh, good. Good
Yeah,
morning,
yeah, yeah.
world. Yes,
What's
yes. How
this?
you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm all right. Can't complain.
How you
We
doing?
are here. It's Friday.
Yeah.
We
Yes,
made it
we
to
are.
Friday. It's been a long, what? A long week or so.
Yeah. Friday already, though. Man,
Oh,
time flies.
yeah. All right. Just yesterday, you had a little newborn,
Exactly. Right.
and now how did they do
Right.
it? How did they do it? How did they do it? Is this the bird flying the coop?
Yes. Yes. It was just yesterday, for real. And here we are.
Friday, just like that. See?
And just like that,
Ta-da! That's wild, yo. So it goes. How's your uh, how's your week or so been?
man. Very, 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 very eventful.
Mm.
Very eventful. A lot of moving, a lot of traveling, a lot of flying, a lot of conversations, a whole lot of sun, a whole lot of palm trees, a whole lot of water. Man, sending the boy off to school last week. Well, yeah. I mean, we left to go to California last week,
Yeah.
and what day is today? Today's Friday, so Wednesday was the day that we actually left.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday's the day that we left. Oh, time just flies, man.
Just like that, guy. It's like a week and a half ago, guy.
Man, it feels like yesterday though. I feel like everything happened all yesterday.
That's what we just started. That's the theme of the show, guy. It's August. Time flies. All that Friday already.
August, yo, already?
Guy,
Mm-mm.
not just August, but like it's the middle of August, guy.
It is the middle of August.
Just like
Damn,
just like that. Just like that.
damn.
It's been an eventful August. All around, I guess, right? Oh my god, it's early. See, I haven't been up this early because I didn't have to do these goddamn shows in the morning or nothing like that, bro. Or no late night shows in the last little bit. It's wild like that. Guy, what the hell? What was our last show? Shit. Oh, our last show was with DJ. What's today? Even that was long.
DJ.
It feels like. Oh, sorry, everybody. Donovan Bennett. That show was with Donovan Bennett. And then we haven't been on
DJ.
since, right?
Yeah, it took me a little while to comprehend DJ, and then I was like, oh, Junior.
Right? Here we go. So it goes. Um, yeah, time flies, man. Just like that. Quite interesting. So, anything? I mean, I know it's all interesting, but anything stand out from your trip to the West Side?
Well, my trip to the West Side, the biggest thing that stood out to me. Okay, well, I don't know if you call them mountains or if you call them hills, but I call them mountains 'cause I never seen hills that big. Everywhere you look, it's just like either it's water or it's mountains, and I thought
Yeah,
that was super dope.
that's cool, right? And that's
You
the
know,
feeling. I never been to Cali, but I've been to the West Coast. So in BC, it's like that. Like you're just in the city, and then you turn around, and it's like mountain.
and I was saying to myself, I'm like the mountains that I see in Cali. I'm wondering if the mountains in BC or wherever are like bigger. You know, like three times bigger or something like that. You know,
Hmm.
because you just see like you see the mountains off in the yonder, right? And like okay, for instance, like say Calgary or something like that, where they
Mm-hmm.
got the Rockies out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just wondering like if the mountains are like two or three times bigger than that. And if they are, nature is just an incredible thing.
Oh, true that. True that.
First day at the beach. Went to where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Venice Beach.
That's where
First
Hulk
day at
Hogan
the
hangs out, right?
was it Venice? Yes. Hulk Hogan. Yes, exactly.
All right.
First day at the beach. We're at the beach, and then, bro, dolphins. We see dolphins like dolphins just swimming.
It's coming up to you and being like, hey,
Essentially,
Flipper?
and that was like,
blew your mind.
yeah.
But yeah, you've been places, guy, right? I mean, I
I've
can
been
understand
places.
dolphins blowing. I'm just okay. No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm just like, all right, carry on.
But I've been to countless beaches. I've never been to a beach and I saw like dolphins
Dolphin
just like swimming.
come up and did have a ball guy and bounce the ball on his nose and stuff.
Exactly. I never seen that. And
No, that's cool.
that was crazy. That was crazy. I mean, like I've been to beaches.
Right. Actually, I guess I've never swam with dolphins before either. I guess I've never seen a real live dolphin now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm. It was dumb. It was like, what the hell? Then I said to myself, well, if dolphins are here, are sharks here? But anyways.
There probably are. Probably was. Good for you. All right, dolphins. What else? Anything else? That was it, eh? That was the craziest shit you saw, which I guess makes sense.
Yeah, like that was the craziest shit that I saw. Other than that, everything else was like everything that you kind of would see on TV, you know, like you're like, oh, I seen that. Oh, I know that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's what this looks like. I seen that on TV, you know?
Right.
But I didn't realize the mountains, and I didn't realize the nature of the water, you know, like just dolphins. I'm like, shit, I didn't know that. Oh, I saw a hummingbird.
Oh yeah.
Again, not a big deal, but to me, I was like, oh, I thought hummingbirds. I didn't know hummingbirds were around here. Like, I thought it was a Jamaica thing. I thought hummingbirds were a Jamaica thing, you know.
That's
Not necessarily indigenous to Jamaica, but I didn't expect it. Like I never seen a
just didn't
hummingbird in
expect
Florida.
to see that there. I never saw a hummingbird in Florida for real.
Yeah, I was in the office, in the housing office with a representative that was dealing with Fitz's room, and I'm there talking to him, and then all of a sudden in the window behind him, I see this hummingbird looks like
just looking in. Hey, what are you guys doing?
Like at a flower, right? I lost focus in the conversation. I'm like, hummingbird, yo, madness. I didn't say anything to anybody about it, but like, what?
until now. Nobody knew you were fascinated by it until now. That's good though. That's good. It sounds like a good, productive trip. So you got a little bit of balance on the trip. Then you got a little fun in, a little duty in.
You know what? Not as much fun as I'd like to, because there was a lot of complications, actually, to tell you the truth.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of complications. Like, for instance, the first day we got there, well, my first day was actually a stopover in Dallas, and I kind of arranged that because the tickets that I bought were at the or at the price where you're going to get a stopover. I didn't buy the the one-way
extra leg room, all that good stuff.
Yeah. I didn't buy the direct ticket. That was going to cost me like 3 times more. So I bought a ticket that had a stopover, and then one of the options was a stopover that was a 10 to 12 hour stop in Dallas. And I said, you know what? I'm taking that one. Right?
Makes sense.
Which gave me the opportunity to hang out with my buddy in Dallas. So
that looked pretty cool.
Yeah, we had like a 7 o'clock flight. We had like a 5 o'clock flight. Landed in Dallas at 7, and we were in Dallas from 7 till 7 the next morning. So that was pretty dope. We got to hang out. I like Dallas. Dallas. I didn't get to spend a lot of time in Dallas, but being there, I was like,
seemed all right.
It seemed all right.
I've never been to Dallas either. True that. Yeah, that makes. I was like, what the hell? What's this video? This video doesn't even make sense. When I was watching your story or reel or whatever the hell it was. And I guess it makes sense that you had a layover or planned layover in Dallas. That was interesting. That's good though. That makes sense. Smart. Oh my god, it's so early in the morning. Woo. All right, what else? Come on, tell me more about your trip, guys. So Dallas, the layover, so that was good. That's it.
Okay, so then hung out in Dallas for a little bit. We were brought to a restaurant, had a good time at the restaurant. Took off the next morning, 6 o'clock in the AM. So now when we got to the airport, I told Fitz to go with his mom, with the coach, because the coach was going to pick him up. The coach offered to pick him up, and I was like, yeah, that'd be a good idea, because that way, whatever car we get, there'll be enough space. Like they'll take up some of the space of luggage. You know what I mean? So we don't have to. Right. So, anyways, I got my first time using a Toro. You ever used Toro before? No, you never. What's that? Use Toro.
That's the app for rental cars or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I used Toro for the first time. That was pretty cool and convenient.
Yeah. You just going, it's like just renting a car with an app, the same shit, or is it different?
Essentially renting a car where you could choose your car, and you're choosing like people's cars, because people put their cars on their home cars, to their own cars on this app for you to use, like for just whenever they're not using it, or they just buy cars to just have it on Toro, right? So now the thing about it is, it was cheaper than the rental cars that were available, right? And the main reason I actually used the Toro, because flying into LAX, everybody that's flying in basically is going to rent a car, right? And they shuttle you to whoever rent a car place that you are going to go, right? So you get on the shuttle, and they drive you to the rent-a-car areas. And more often than not, as I've been told, is that you're going to be in a line for like 2 to 3 hours, all depending on how soon you get to that area to rent a car. Right. So then that kind of pushed me to use Toro, whereas I'm like, I don't have to wait no line. I'm just gonna, So I got shuttled to an area where I got shuttled to a pickup area, because they're not allowed to leave the car at the airport. Whereas one time I guess they were allowed to leave the cars at the airport.
Right.
But now I guess maybe there's some sort of, restrictions now. You can't leave the cars at the airport. Rental cars, those type of things. The ride sharing cars at the airport. So
yeah.
Took a shuttle, met a person. He dropped me off at where the car was going to be, and took the car from there, which is got a Nissan Rogue. Pretty cool. Right. I could, there was the option to like get like a Tesla, and all these things. More often than not, people who use Toro will rent cars that they'll never regularly get to drive.
Right.
But I needed something for sure that was going to be able to handle the baggage, right?
Right.
So we got the Toro. So then now, like I said, I sent Fitz and his mom off to the school. Now, by the time I got to the school, what happens now is that his international status was not complete, because the school had not sent the documents for us to sign and pay, right? Which I knew that leaving, but I figured we can deal with that when we get there. All right. So the reason why we kind of rushed to get there is because, like, for instance, his housing was not set to be ready until the 16th of August. His coach called practices starting at the 7th. So we said to coach, hey man, like you're calling practices for the 7th, but we don't have housing until the 16th. He goes, don't worry, just
Right.
come and we'll take care of that when you get here. But I knew that
Mhm.
his international status was not ready yet. But then I figured, okay, when we get there,
Let's
because
deal with it.
like yeah, we'll deal with it when we get there, because it was taking like super long for some reason. Like every day I'm like, hey man, did the international office call you? Did they send the documents you need to sign? No, they said
Right.
just we have to wait. We have to wait. So when we get there, when I get to the office, because they were there already before I got there, right? When I get to the
Right.
office now, I find out that the international office didn't even, like, they weren't ready for him. Like they didn't know actually that he was.
Mm. International.
They didn't know he
They
was
thought he was.
coming, right?
They thought he was from Yonkers.
Right. So there was some sort of miscommunication in regards to him and his
Mm.
status, right? So
Mm.
there was a document that he was supposed to sign that would then notify the
Them.
international office to send the documents to him, but he never signed that document, and he was never told to sign this. Like sign this part, this
Mhm.
thing that would like. So long story short, the international office, went through all the process and got him signed up. We paid for the processes. Now for him to be legit, like in America as a student, he
Right.
has to re-enter the US.
Oh, you have to go back in and come back out.
Yes.
So you have to go. You guys went to Mexico. You guys went to Mexico.
That's what the coach suggested.
Yeah.
That's what, I kind of thought, maybe Mexico,
You just
but
walk. Can you just walk to Mexico from downtown or something, guy?
almost.
Okay.
But
Okay.
then the international lady's like, no, you can't go to Mexico. He's Canadian. He has to go to Canada.
Mm.
And what she was saying made sense. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, but I'm also thinking, can he just not go to Mexico and come in as well? But then I was like,
Mm.
what if he does and it doesn't work? Then you got to fly to Canada anyway. So, anyways, long story short, found the cheapest flight to Canada, which was a flight to Calgary. So him and his mom now, like we just landed. Him and his mom now had to like fly to Calgary and then sit in the airport for like 16 hours until the next flight back to California.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, bro. Felt bad for them. Felt bad.
Oh, this is when you met the hummingbirds and the dolphins, guy. While they were gone. Oh, guy, that's wild and crazy, but I guess it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. What the hell
Yeah.
is
So
this?
yeah. He's legit. He's legit there now.
That's good, man. That's good. I actually I was talking to him last night. Actually, was it last night? Maybe yesterday.
Oh yeah.
See hello and see how he's checked in, how he was feeling.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
big up to the trips. Good thing all is well that ends well. Was that? Did you figure out the hashtag yet? Or we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait to see what
I think
happens.
we might wait.
I think it might be good. You just go with it, guy. We'll see.
So
Wait,
which one?
was it?
So which one do you say? Fullerton Fitz or Fitz Fullerton? Which one?
Like Fitz of Fullerton. I was working on a bunch of them, guy. I don't know. Fullerton Fitz. Because he
Fullerton
figures he's
Fitz?
gonna go. And he figure he'll go and then they'll rename the town or city after him and shit like that, and it'll be good, right? So after his illustrious career, it'll be good. It'll be dope. But yeah, I guess we'll see. There's a game today, is that right? Or is it tomorrow?
Oh, all right. Today's Friday. Yeah, so they have exhibition game today.
Hey, pay attention, guy. What the hell, man?
Hey, man.
Or somebody tells you it's your fault they had to sit in the airport for 16 hours in Calgary, guy. Oh man. Oh, you gotta send me the link. I gotta know how to watch these games. They're Americans, they'll have like, how is it all? It's all big. I guess it's a big soccer school, right? For the most part.
It's not a big soccer school. I'm thinking it's a big baseball school.
Yeah.
I think it's a big baseball school, yeah.
Mm,
But yeah, it's a big baseball school. But their facilities, the whole campus is just awesome.
mm,
And he didn't seem all like blown away by the campus. I'm like, you probably never been on a campus anywhere before because this is an awesome campus, man. This is awesome.
that is good.
He's like, no, this is all right. I'm like, where have you been, bro? You
Hey,
don't
he's
even
got
know.
big dreams. He's got big dreams, guys. You know, the kids have the internet. You know, he did a virtual walkthrough.
He did. He
All
did.
right.
And he's like, oh, this looks all right. And I like this looks all, this is amazing. This is amazing. Yeah, because we did like go on YouTube and do people's virtual walkthroughs of the campus and stuff like that. I'm like,
Mm,
bro, you don't even understand how sick this is. This is sick.
right.
It's a big place. It's a big school, a whole bunch of different facilities. Um, I guess the only one I could compare to it is UFT, really. Like now that I
Mm,
think about it and I want to compare things, maybe I take for granted how amazing UFT is as a whole,
right.
you know,
Yeah.
as a whole thing. Even York University is
Yeah. It's got
pretty
stuff,
impressive.
right?
Yeah,
Like
it's pretty
they got
impressive
tennis
when you.
going. They got pro tennis happening there right now from a
Yeah.
facilities perspective, and there's things that
Mhm.
happen. So
Yeah, you like, you know what, you don't even I guess you take for granted things that you have available to you when they're here. But yeah, like I was thinking UFT is like the comparable thing because UFT is like
mhm.
just a big place, right? And then now that I'm thinking York University is not, nothing to take lightly. But yeah, this campus at Cal State Fullerton is big and beautiful, man, and it's awesome. You just palm trees everywhere, and again, like I said, you just look up yonder and there's the mountains, and
Mm.
I'm like, bro, you wake up and you look out your window, you see mountains every day, man. That's wild.
You make them run up a mountain already, guy?
Nah,
Seems like you're done with that. No more running up mountains.
yes, yeah.
Sound like you're.
My,
Oh,
my
look,
time
there's a
is
mountain.
done.
Go run, boy. Go catch the hummingbird. Some stupid shit like that. You make
Catch the hummingbird.
that seems like some shit. That seems like some shit you do.
It would be.
Again. Oh man. No, that's good though. That's good. It's good that he's off. I'm sure it was a little bit, as a parent sending your child off, I've had to do it. So I guess not, but they were an hour and a little bit of drive away, so a little bit
Yeah,
different.
it was tough, man. Like the whole week that we were there, it was all cool, and I guess whenever Fitz and Kettle were interacting with each other, I just sit
Mm,
there and look at them, and I'm just like they're playing with each other. I'm like, man, this is gonna be done just now, man. Like, like just playing around, like I just kept reflecting on it, like, sheesh, this is gonna be done
mm.
just now,
No, guy,
right?
it'll never end.
And then yeah, like everything was cool up until like the last minute
Mm,
when I was like leaving,
mm.
and I was like, then it just all hit.
He was like,
You know, and,
later.
and he was strong. Like he was strong. Like I was kind of like breaking down, I was
Mm,
breaking down, and he's like, don't worry, dad, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Da 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 da, And I'm like, yeah, of course you are. You're gonna be strong, you're gonna be good, you're gonna do well, you're gonna be disciplined, and da 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 da, you know. But it was just taking a lot out of me. And he was holding up strong. And then when we're leaving now and like we're walking away, the kid broke down, man. And I was like,
mm.
shit, yo. How was it for you, man? Was there any feelings like that? Like
I
when you
mean,
when
like I
you when
said,
your daughter went away?
yeah, it was tough. But then it's that balance, right? It's like, okay, like this is where you're supposed to be. So here you
Mhm.
go. Right. So there was the balance coming up to it. And during that day, like drop off day of just, Like you know, there was more. There was a little bit of duty to it because you're there and you're doing everything that you have to do, making sure they're in their room, things are moved
Right.
around. Okay, let me put this nail up here for you. Those types of
Right.
things, real quick.
Right.
And then it was just making sure that they were good. But yeah, leaving was a little bit tough. Well, like I said, a little bit different, right? I knew I'd see her next week or something like that, right? I'll come by and drop off some stuff next week. So that part's a little bit.
Mhm.
Probably a little bit different, but yeah, you get that feeling of, oh my gosh, like I'm leaving this child, this, that. Are they going to be, do they know what to do? Are they going to be okay? And then, like I said, you see them 2 months later and they're good. Smile on their face, a little bit of a new, little new je ne sais quoi to them. So the experience is the experience. So yeah, it was tough leaving, but I think you remember that part is that this is where they were supposed to be, or part of the whole plan and shit type thing, right? So
Yeah.
but I can understand that how that would have been tough, especially for, like I said, especially for him being, a lot of it's new, right? Like Toronto wasn't new to Bennett, like she's been to Toronto, she's seen that area, she knows that she can just jump on the go bus and she's here, those types of things. So I can appreciate when he's finally seeing you guys. He's like, oh shit, you guys are leaving? Oh shit. Oh yeah.
It was tough,
Because
man. It was tough.
I'm sure it was like you say, it was a whirlwind, right? You're there, you're doing things, you're getting him settled, he's flying back and forth to Calgary, all this kind of things. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, right? Okay. Cool. But the world we live in today, I'm sure you like fucking talk to him 10 times a day and all that good stuff. But then there's going to be a day where he forgets to call you, guy, or message you, and you have to get through that as well. So, and he'll be like, "Where the? Oh my god, I gotta get on a plane." And then he'd be like, "Nah, we went out with the team after and sat by the beach and watched the dolphins at sunset or some shit like that, right?" Because this is what they're doing. Like, they're grown. Right, they got now that the whole thing is they're supposed to meet and integrate with people and find some friends and
start building their future, like their future connections.
Go explore, bump into somebody from the badminton team and be like, "Oh, you're from Toronto too? Oh, amazing!"
Right?
Right? That shit. So yeah, you just gotta trust the process, as they say, I guess. All right, so that's all you can do. That is all you can do.
Yes. Big Fitz on his own, California boy. Wild.
California dreams.
Wild. Any of the amazing places I've been in my life is because of that boy. Like, he's always, like, because of him, I've got to travel. So now he's brought me to California as well.
Look at that. California and then beyond. It'll be dandy. It's great.
So how was your week, man? Last week was a busy week in this city.
Yeah, man. Last week was what? Carabana, right? In Toronto. So it was fun. Got out to a couple of parties. Didn't get out to a couple of parties. It was great. Like, fucking I had the weekend planned out. And then was it Friday? Carabana Friday. I went to Yush.
Okay.
And Yush was good.
What was it? What was the who was the special was there a special guest at Yush?
No, scratching specs.
Okay.
Do that usually. I don't think there was anybody special there, but I did Yush. And then on Saturday, I walked the streets. It was hot. It was a good day.
Yeah.
Perfect. I walked the streets with Flint and a cooler. So that was fun. And then after that, I was supposed to go to Chase Jam. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna a drop spot. I'm gonna go take a nap. Yeah, and it was like I got back. It was like 6:30.
Where was the nap at? Where was the nap, in Scarborough or in
Toronto?
In Hamilton.
In Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah, no, in Toronto. Right, so not too far away. Right, like 20 minutes away.
Okay.
But then I took a nap, like at 7 o'clock, and then I woke up I was like, nah, I ain't going back out.
Mm.
Felt a little bit bad, but then I didn't feel bad. I was like, nah, I'm not going back out. So I just shut it down. I'm tired, man. I'm old. Fuck that. It was Friday night, and then I was walking the streets. It was hot. I drank. We had a cooler. We drank. We had a good time.
You run into a lot of people?
Fair share. Yeah, it didn't seem like fair share. And then it didn't seem like there were as many just people walking streets as usual. Well, I guess they were, and then all of a sudden they were all they all stormed the fucking parade anyway. So I don't know. I didn't see as many people that I knew, I guess.
So I seen something about stormers. Was it something different than usual? Was it like a big storm?
I mean,
or same
storm.
old same? Yeah,
big storm, like pick up the fence and move it, storm, so that they can just. And early, I was thinking, because I got there pretty early. I was there like about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and which is early for me. And at the beginning, I was like, oh, it doesn't seem, because there was extra fence. There was like new fences. There was like fences where you couldn't even really see, like tall fences.
Hold
so I was
on,
like,
fences where you couldn't see?
Yeah. At parts of it, like the fences were high, like it was high, and they had like that black canvasy shit on it.
What?
For parts
Why
of it, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't for the whole thing, but maybe to protect the paraders or the masqueraders.
Or maybe that's just all they had at the time. They didn't.
That was because it was at the end of it. So maybe it was like, oh no, we ran out of the regular stuff. What else do we got?
Right.
But yeah, then at one point, and then you end up seeing the video when they just opened up the thing and crashed it, and just everybody was in it. So I can appreciate that's kind of whack for the masqueraders, or just for in general. I think it's more education than anything, but it's hard to educate people that might not be just show up. But then some people just don't give a fuck either, right? So so yeah, did the parade, napped, and then I went to Saldina on Sunday.
Nice.
Always nice. I got my annual photo in.
Was it a victory thing, or
no? Not this year.
No,
they didn't win this year.
Who won? Revelers?
Carnival Nations. Yes. Carnival Nations, I think won. It was Carnival Nations or no, Carnival Nations, I think. Don't quote me on that. But anyways, so they won. So no victory party, but it was still a vibe. Always a good time. And then I had an inkling to go to Chillin' and Grillin' after that, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm good.
Who was at Chillin' and Grillin' as a special guest?
It was Dr. J was there.
Smoke Prince.
Yeah. Ron Carabana, son Dr. J, and I think Jay Online was there the week before. Some shit like that. I forget who else was there. Banatings. Let's see. Banatings.
I was there the week before. It was pretty dope. It was actually really dope.
Star Q was there.
Oh yeah?
Star Q. Yeah. Spoons. And the Guru Brothers. As always. You were there the week before? What was the week before? That was the RG one, right?
RG and Baby U. And
Baby U and Jay Online. That one looked litty.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. It was actually a vibe. It was a vibe for real.
Yeah, man. Chillin' and Grilling's lit. That's a fuck. I think they're sold out like 2 weeks in advance now. It's crazy.
Dr. J though, eh?
Yeah, Dr. J this week's scratch.
So Grillin' is going in with a ting.
Good for them. It's always versatile there.
Good for them.
Little something for everybody. And I mean, it was Carabana, right? So Banatings. So yeah, Carabana week was all right. I survived. Had a good time. I went to when the hell was Kess? I went to Kess too. Kess before that. I see you since I went to Kess. Went to
Who's
Kess.
Kess at Mark? Was that Markham Fairgrounds?
Yeah. They got to do something about that place, man.
Why you say that?
'Cause, what's the street there? So coming in, there's McCowan, and then right before that,
Stouffville?
Elgin?
Elgin? Okay.
Elgin?
I don't even know.
Is that right? Elgin? Whatever it is. Anywho, I got to there in like an hour, but between just getting into the parking lot, I ended up on Elgin for some reason. I don't know. Maps took me, what told me was shorter, and then I understood why it said it was shorter, because McCowan was just way backed up, but then Elgin was backed up as well. So it was easy to get to Elgin or whatever the street's called. But then I was on between Markham and McCowan for like an hour, all backed up going into the parking. And the parking, as you know, I'm sure is on McCowan, or that's the parking that they were using. I was pulling up to McCowan, and then you can just see there was the rideshare exit. And then there's a parking guy. He's got to open it and close. And he's like, you could just see him, people asking, and him saying, no, you can't park here. No, you can't park here. Guy, I pulled up to that thing, and he's like, I'm like, what is this? He's like, staff parking. And for Ubers, I'm like, how much is it? And he's like, no, it's staff parking, and it's for Ubers. I'm like, yeah, but how much is this parking lot? Right? And he looks at me and he's like, well, the other parking lot's $30. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, so you got to go around to the other parking lot. I'm like, yeah. Well, how much is this parking lot? And he's like, well, $60. And I'm like, wait. I'm like, because I like to negotiate with people. I'm like, hang on a second. I go, right? I go, if I go over there and stay in the line and pay $30 over there, you get no money. Because now he's engaged in the fraud talk, right?
Yeah.
Right. Right. So I go, I can go, and I get no money. So I'm like, how much is this parking lot? And he's like, 50. And I'm like, here's $40, man. And I go, it's all yours. And then he's like, okay, all right, fine. That's 100% profit. 100% profit for him, right?
Yeah.
Because I go, because I go, like the six don't make no sense, man. And so he's like, okay, and then he just opened it. That was good. But everybody's got a price. Everybody's got to pay.
Big one. Big.
Sure, he tried to finesse me, guy. Like 60. He's like, it's 30 over there, so you got to pay more. Like, fuck you, man. 100% profit. I was like, but how much is this parking lot? And it was good on the exit, because that's where everybody was exiting, and then where I ended up parking was like right by the street. So it took everybody forever to get out. So that was premium parking at it. Screw that guy. This guy about $60. Like I can appreciate paying premium for some stuff, but fuck that. Fuck that. So, but Kess that was the first time I saw Kess. I'm trying to see Kess again this year at a smaller venue. We'll see.
I heard it was a good show.
Yeah, I heard it's always a good show. I just never seen him live, so that was good. Definitely good. So that was also a part of the Caravana festivities, I guess. So was I. Guy, it's 8:30. Oh, you know, I was thinking this the other day. Like, what are you gonna do with yourself, guy? Because I was like, I don't even know how long this show's gonna be. Like, usually you're like, okay, I gotta go. School time, no school time. It's like 8:20. You're like, okay, hurry up, buddy. And now you're just looking so stress-free, guy.
No, I actually got to get ready for work now.
Fair enough.
But yeah, man, like that is the question though. What am I gonna do with myself? It's just me and Cattle Rider now.
Dun, dun, dun. You made him do the stadium stairs, guy, and he's like, I could have stayed in bed or something.
I gotta find the shade.
Yeah, that's that guy. He's just gonna be a comedian, guy. He's not gonna play sports.
Yeah, you know it.
Just make him tell the jokes, guy. Yeah. Let's make him stand on the stage with shine bright lights on him until he sweats, guys. Hold like 10 microphones in his hand while he's squatting. Some shit like that.
Oh, brother, I got a boogie, man. I got to get ready now.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta flip to somebody. Let's get the hell out of here. Say hi to people. Is anybody here? Anybody out there? Oh man, oh man. All right, we're on the move.
Where we heading?
DJ Omanaya. That is where we are going today. Shout out to everybody that's here. What the hell? Eight. What is that name? I don't know how to say that. Hades. Just Hades, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, A-OK, big up. Fave, big up. Miss Sylvia. Good morning.
Tap,
lady. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody.
L Mags, have a good weekend.
L Mags, big up. Yeah, everybody have a good weekend. Be safe. All that good stuff. Maybe we'll see you at some point during the weekend. We know how y'all like to party, stuff like that. We like to party. We like to party. Anyways, we're gonna run out to DJ Omanaya, who will. I don't even know if Celebrity Drew's on. I think Celebrity Drew's on the radio this morning. So, anywho.
All right, T-Dot Hot Shot, my boy.
We'll see you guys Tuesday. Big it up. All right, yo. Have a good one.